Hey everyone, it's CR7 here, and welcome to the penultimate race of Season 5 of the CR7 Fleet Car Series, aka the second to final race of the season. And let's see if we can continue the trend of non-repeat winners. As you can see, hatch number 2 is still having his little hatch issue, but that won't stop him from driving. So the track is fully prepared and ready for some action. So without further ado, let's get to it. And the pole sitter will be Smasher. First time on pole this season. So let's decide the championship drivers for Season 5. And off to the races goes Greenish there. Looks like he'll go to the lead. Again, here's the out of bounds area. If the car touches that means they're out of the race, because this is not the racing surface. I hope that makes sense. So Greenish will be out front, and he'll be the first to return. And multi-car number 2 is next. Collides with Greenish. Here's Smasher, the pole sitter. Let's see if he can be our first repeat winner. And here's hatch number 2, who keeps having the little issue, but he's still driving anyways because screw it. And it looks like the hatch came apart. Here is Shadow. And Darkened. And Half and Half. And hatch number 1. And here's multi-car number 1. And multi-car number 3. And Old School. Ooh, hard hit. Here's Whiteout. Oh, and he flips up on his side there. Here's Blue Blur. And multi-car number 4. Wow, a hard hit. Here's hatch number 3. And he nudges onto the roof with Whiteout. And here's Firestopper to end the segment. She rear ends hatch number 3, and Whiteout once again gets hit. And it looks like Shadow will win the segment over Smasher. So let's get to the results. And here are the results for segment 1. Shadow will take the segment win. Smasher will be second. Third is multi-car number 2. Fourth is Whiteout. Fifth is hatch number 2. Sixth is Half and Half. Seventh is Greenish. Eighth is Firestopper. Ninth is hatch number 3. 10th, multi-car number 3. Darkened, and 11th and 12th, hatch number 1. So, multi-car number 4, Blue Blur, multi-car number 1, and Old School are eliminated. Real tough break for Blue Blur. But anyways, let's get into segment 2. Segment 2, and Shadow will start us off. And hatch number 1 takes the scenic route. Alright, let's see who will be the next 4 drivers to be eliminated. So, looks like Smasher will, actually no, hatch number 1 will get the lead. Now Smasher will follow next. And multi-car number 2. Oh, man. And here is Whiteout. Oh, another hard hit. Here's Half and Half, our reigning champion. Ooh, that doesn't look good for him. Here's Greenish. And hatch number 2. And shadow. Oh, that was a hard hit there. Here's Firestopper. Ooh, smacks into that card. Here's hatch number 3. Oh, Newton's law just went into effect there. Here's Darken. And here's multicone number 3 to end the segment. He tried to force his way into the advancement spot, but just blew it. So, let's see. Multicone number 2 will win the stage or segment. So let's get to the results. And here are the results for segment 2. Multicone number 2 will take the segment win. Whiteout is second, third is Smasher, fourth is Firestopper, fifth is hatch number 1, sixth is Shadow, seventh is Greenish, and eighth will be half and half. So hatch number 2, hatch number 3, Darkened, and multicone number 3 are eliminated. So let's get into segment 3. Segment 3 and multicone number 2 will start us off. Oh, and that was a horrible start there. And everyone goes past him after that. That was a horrible start for the leadoff car there. Oh well. That was a hard hit as well. So Smasher will be in the lead. Hatch number 1 is going to use his one repair only. And multicone number 2 will be last to go. So he's going to have extra pressure. So here's Smasher. And Whiteout. And Shadow. And Firestopper. And hatch number 1. Oh, that was almost out of bounds. Here's half and half. Hard hit. Here's Greenish. And here's multicone number 2, who had a horrible start to the segment, to end the segment 3. And that costed him as some chunks of Lego just fell off. I don't know where it came from. It probably came from the front bumper. I'll show you when I just found. It's a piece of brown. Put that right there for now. But hatch number 1 will win the segment. So let's get to the results. And here are the final 4 that will be competing for the win in race 11. Hatch number 1 will take the segment win. Smasher is second, half and half third, and Whiteout will be fourth. So multicone number 2, Firestopper, Shadow, and Greenish are eliminated. Really tough break for multicone number 2. Anyways, let's get to the final segment. The fourth and final segment, and hatch number 1 will start us off. And no one is holding back now. So here's the out of bounds area. If a car touches that, that means the route, because it's not the racing service, as explained earlier. So Smasher will be first, half and half second, Whiteout third, and hatch number 1 will be last. So here's Smasher. That was a perfect run. Here's half and half. And Whiteout. And what's hatch number 1 going to do to win the race? Let's find out. Oh, up and over goes hatch number 1, and that just gave Whiteout the race win. He smashes Smasher out of bounds, tried to win the race in a Hail Mary, but failed. And upside down goes that machine of hatch number 1. And Whiteout will snag the win instead of these two, or half and half. So let's get to the results. And here is the race winner, Whiteout. And we continue our streak of non-repeat winners, grabbing his first win of the season. But on the other hand, the safety team is doing their duty. All drivers are okay. And also, apologies if the camera was a bit blurry where I was, or a bit hazy during that final segment. I hope you saw that turnover that hatch number 1 did as good as you could, but nothing I can do about that. But unfortunately for these two, they're gonna have repairs to tend to. Old School's checking up on hatch number 1. Everyone's okay. So now let's get to the championship eligible drivers, and it's a big list, so let's take a look. And here are the championship eligible drivers for season 5, and it is a pretty good selection, the most we've ever had actually. We have Whiteout, half and half, Shadow, Blue Blur, Multicone number 3, Multicone number 1, Old School, trying to get one before he retires, Darkened, Smasher, hatch number 1, and hatch number 2. That is your championship roll call. And next week, a champion will be crowned. Who will get this shiny championship trophy? Find out next week on the season finale of the CR7 Fleet Car Series Season 5. So, see you then.